What's up, everybody? It's KelseeBrianaJai here with a full face makeup tutorial, and a lot of y'all have requested for me to do a video like this, so of course I obliged. I wanted to do something very fun, very summery, very glowy, so this is the look that I came up with. I used a lot of fun products. Some of them are my favorites, some of them I've never used before, and the number one thing that I was most excited to use again was the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. So you'll see all of that in this video. I walk you through step by step how I achieve the entire look, from foundation, brows, eyes, lips, everything. You're gonna see me do it from A to Z. Let me know if you guys still have any other questions down below. If you have any more video recommendations for me, please also drop those down in the comments section. And if you haven't already, please make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and share my video. So thank you guys so much for joining me today, and enjoy. I'm going to take the Marc Jacobs Coconut Gel Highlighter Drops in Do You. I'm going to apply one squirt because this stuff is like really pigmented and it blends out really good. And I'm going to apply this on the high planes of my cheeks. And it's okay if it's like not perfect. Mind you, I already washed and moisturized my skin. I use the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, and this stuff is really good because it doubles like as a moisturizer and a primer. So I'm just going to blend this into the skin. Now I'm going to take my foundation. I'm using the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Even Finish Compact Foundation. I have the color Honey, and I'm just going to pop my beauty blender right in there and apply this section by section on my face. Depending on the day, I'll use a different foundation. This one is definitely one of my favorite everyday foundations. I use whatever's left over on other areas of my face. So like on my forehead, I don't really use a whole lot of foundation because I don't really need a lot of coverage there. I just more so put it there to make sure that it's even. Now I'm going to do my brows. I take my brow wiz most days. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Chocolate. First, I take the spoolie part and brush through my brows to get them going in the direction. I have an entire video dedicated to my brows. It is a very in-depth video, so check that out. But then I take the other end after I brush it and I fill them in. I like to see my brows on before I start my eye makeup because I have a few scraggly hairs and I don't really have time to tweeze them. I'm going to take a little bit of my NARS, what is this called? Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I'm going to do the concealer trick because I want my eye look to look as crisp as possible. This is a MAC 212 brush, and I just apply a little bit of that and I'm blending it downwards. I like to use paint pots when I prep my eyes because it gives me a blank canvas. But this one is Painterly by MAC. I'm going to be working with the Natasha Denona Sunset palette, and that palette does not have a color to set my paint pot. So I'm just going to take some of my Laura Mercier translucent powder and dust it over. I hate that these don't have the colors just here. I have to keep flipping. But I'm going to take the color Sinai and I'm going to lightly apply this above my crease as my transition color. Back and forth. Next, taking the color Volcano, and I'm going to apply that more so directly in the crease and still blend it over. I want this to be like a nice wash first, and then I can build it up with a more precise crease brush. It makes a difference like where you hold your brush to. So like I hold my brush all the way down at the bottom of the brush and I apply. That makes a difference versus if I hold it all the way here and apply. That's always going to give you a heavier application. So right here, like a fairy wand. And then when I get to the inside, I just lightly start to diffuse it. I'm going to switch to a more precise blending brush. This one is a MAC 221. It is a small tapered blending brush. This one is way bigger and fluffier. This one is like just a trimmed down version of that. I'm going to dip into the same color. I want it to be extremely pigmented, and I'm going to go over the very end of it, like right at the edge, and then I'm going to use the flat side of my blending brush and lightly pat it on the outer corner. And I am bringing it in on the lid. You want to deepen it up just a tad. Take the color Igneous with the same brush and lightly put it on the very outer V. So like right here and right here. And y'all are probably like, what difference does it make? Trust me, it makes a world of a difference. Like, can you see how much more intense this side is versus this side? But I'm not taking that color anywhere in my crease. I'm going to take the color Ice Gold, which to me looks more silver and or white, and I'm going to apply that on my inner tear ducts. I'm using a flat shader brush. This one is a MAC 242. And now I'm going to take the color Bermuda, and I want this to be on my lid. This is tricky because we don't want to cover up any of the work that we've done before. So find a little pocket. Let's tap off our excess. Find a little pocket and apply it there. You want to make sure it's blended too. So what I like to do is start off with a little bit of color and apply that, and then go back and build it. Where this color begins, I lightly pat on the edge of it. Not so much to the point where I'm covering up any of this color, but just to blend it together. Tap, 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 tap. Don't rub because it's going to make the powder go everywhere. But if you tap, it intensifies it. I haven't decided yet if I want to do eyeliner or not. But normally what I do is my concealer, and then I come back to my eyes because I like to clean up underneath to give me a super crisp look. I need a little bit of coverage here, and I like to take a little bit of either my NARS Creamy Radiant or Radiant Creamy, whatever, or my Tarte Shape Tape. Today I'm taking the Shape Tape, and this gives me the coverage that I need. Guys, one pump of this is going to give you enough concealer for both sides. I take my beauty blender and blend it out. And then I take whatever's left over and just kind of dot in areas. And because I want it to be a little bit brighter, I've been taking the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer. And this one is like gone. It's done. So I'm going to take what I have left and put it right on the very inside to give me an extra little bit of brightness. Once everything is blended, I like to set it with my powder. I dip my beauty blender right into my powder. I get it on the beauty blender, and I press this wherever I put my concealer. And I put a pretty generous amount most days. Like if I'm doing a natural makeup look, I'll just do a little bit. But I like to press it until I pretty much melt it into the skin. Depending on how I want my highlights to look, some days I use just a powder, some days I use a cream. Today I'm going to use this stick. This one is the Milk Makeup Holographic Stick. This one is in the color Mars. But I'm going to like dab that on the high planes of my cheeks and hope that it doesn't mess up my makeup. Sometimes I just like to apply cream highlighters and such with my fingers. I feel like I can control where it's going a little bit better. I really don't know how I feel about that right this second. I'm gonna come back to that. So I'm gonna set other areas of my face with my MAC Care Blend powder in medium dark. I go back to my eyes almost all of the time, just because my eyes are so sensitive that most of the time they really need a little bit of time to process what all is happening to them. Now I want to bronze. I'm going to take my absolute favorite bronzer of all time. This one is the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light Tarte brush that I've had for a little bit. And I'm going to apply this on my face. So I want to be honest with you guys. I really want to use this, but I'm not going to do it. Highlight the Truth from the Taraji collection. This will be so freaking sickening as a highlight with this look today. It's Gold Deposit by MAC. And I'm going to layer that where I applied the Milk highlighter. Something I have not used in forever. This is actually my very first highlighter. And now I'm going to take NARS Deep Throat. Boy, I put too much. I do not want that much blush. I guess I gotta roll with it though. No, I don't. I don't have to take this. I'm gonna knock some of that off with my beauty blender. I just want a little blush there. I'm going to take a Fluid Line eyeliner by MAC. This one is in the color Dip Down. I don't even want a wing, honestly. I just want it to connect to this outer corner and bring it back in for definition. When I do my tutorials, most of the time I don't show myself doing eyeliner. And somebody commented one time and was like, you never show yourself doing eyeliner. Do you have someone else do it for you? And I was like, no. That was so funny. Like, that was years ago, but I still think that was hilarious. Like, do you think I have like a eyeliner on call staff? Like, hey, how you doing? Are you available Thursday to come do my eyeliner? Made a little mistake. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit and then I'm just going to flick it off. I'm gonna go ahead and take my lashes out and then take my glue and I'll just go straight glue to lash. Some people like to do it another way. I think this is pretty easy for me. So then I let it sit and get tacky. That way it sticks better. This has to go on my face. This is Highlight the Truth. Oh my gosh, like I just want it right here. Just to add that little bit of pink. Because I believe in multitasking. While I wait on my lashes to dry, I'm going to apply a little bit of eyeliner. This one is Marc Jacobs Earthquake. It's a dark brownish color. I'm gonna do my lips. This one is Strip Down Lip Liner. Really pretty nudish lip liner. It's very light though. This is Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW. Yep. And then Chanel Melted Honey on top. I can go back to my eyes since they stopped being crybabies. And I'm going to go back with Ice Gold. This is a Wayne Goss 07 brush. And I'm going to connect the two. And then I'm going to go back with Volcano. Make sure you connect it with the top, because that's how you get like a really professional eyeshadow application. Just pop that lash on there. I just go right back over it to conceal it even further. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If anybody recreates this look, please make sure you tag me on social media. You can tag me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. I will have all of that information down below. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Smooches. Bye.